welcome to Road Trip Recovery. I'm doing 3 videos. The first one's no equipment. Second one's going to be a little non-weighted 4-inch ball. Third one is going to be a roller. So pick your poison, whatever you're in the mood for. It should be a little something for everyone. So the first one is no equipment. Find the floor, find your mat that you may have packed, may not have packed. Find a towel. Just get on the ground and lie yourself right down all the way onto your mat, your towel, the ground, whatever you have. Simmer yourself down, and I want you to take a nice good inhale and exhale all that stale air out of your lungs. Settle your rib cage into the mat. This time, inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. One more time. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. Press your arms into the mat. Feel your chest and shoulders open up. Wiggle around if you need to, if you've been confined in a seat for however you're traveling. And then let's get a move on. Inhale into your rib cage. On the exhale, rock your hips, peel and curl all the way up to the top, opening the front of your body up. Press your arms into the mat. Reach your head long in one direction and inhale. And exhale, articulate all the way down. Sometimes just getting your body moving is what it needs. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Inhale. On the exhale, rock your hips, peel and curl all the way up to the top. Arms float up to the ceiling, all the way onto the ground. Hands are flat on the mat, palms are up, and then articulate down. And just feel that little extra stretch, a little extra back extension through your upper back as you articulate down through your spine. Feel that length. Arms float down by your side. Rock your hips, peel and curl all the way up. Hold it. Hands come up to the ceiling, all the way down over your head, and articulate all the way down. And uncurl, and arms come down by your side one more time. Rock your hips, peel and curl all the way up. Hands come up, floating over your head again, and articulate all the way down. Uncurl completely. Arms can float right back down to the mat. Just let those knees flop side to side. No real rhyme or reason. I'm not even going to give you a breath pattern. Just moving ever so slightly. And then from here, let your knees flop over to the left. Put pressure on your right foot and shoot that hip forward and get a stretch through the front of your hip flexor there, which no matter how you're traveling, planes, cars, whatever it is, trains, always get tight through your hip flexors when you're sitting. Heck, we do that in our everyday lives. Probably sitting, watching TV too much, working at computers, desks, whatever. And come through the center. This should just be like everyday recovery. Float your knees over to the right. Put energy on that left foot. Push that hip up. Get a stretch right down through your left hip flexor there on the front. And whenever you get a chance, let a nice good exhale go. And come back to the center. Right leg floats up to tabletop. Left leg floats up to tabletop. Tap that right toe on the mat. And left toe taps. And right. And left. And right. And left. And hover those arms off the mat. Choose your own adventure on this. I'm going to give you lots of variations, so do what works for you. Head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. If your neck is hurting you, please bring your hands behind your head. Let your head be heavy in your hands if you need it. If you want to keep those arms hovering, go for it. If this is your happy place, stay here. If you want a little more challenge, hands come up to the ceiling. No matter where you are, those legs can keep on going. You can also just bring your head down completely. Remember, this is your workout to make your body feel better. Choose appropriately. Hands come over your head. And then interlace your hands behind your head no matter where you are. Unless it's on the ground, then keep it on the ground. And then add a rotation. Cross to your opposite knee. And wrap. And wrap. And wrap. And wrap. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Come into the center, head comes down, hug your knees into your chest, and just rock side to side. I have a major wardrobe malfunction going on. I have a knot in the back of my shirt, and I would not recommend that for doing this. Really kills it. Anyways, from here, right leg goes long on the mat. Grab a hold of that left knee with your opposite hand. Cross it all the way over your body. Let that left arm go out to the side. You are just twisting right into a spine twist right here. Just let yourself sink into this, twist into this, melt into this. If you want to add a little more, you can bend that right leg behind you, grab your right foot, and then squeeze your rear end right here, and then you'll feel another stretch right through the front of your hip flexor on that right side. And again, that's always something, whether you're traveling or not, that is usually tight and could benefit from some stretching. Nice, good exhale. Give your nervous system a break. Let your bottom foot release, straighten that leg out. On the next exhale, pull that left leg back to the center. It goes long on the mat. Right leg comes up to tabletop. Grab a hold of that knee with your opposite hand. Cross it over your body. Send that right arm out in the opposite direction. Let your gaze follow those right fingers. And exhale. And again, bend your left leg, grab your foot. Trying to just get your body opened up. Squeeze your glutes a smidge. Aim for that stretch on the front side of that hip flexor on the left side. Spine is twisting. You're totally pretzeled up right now. Just be a happy little pretzel. And release that bottom foot. On the next exhale, that knee comes back to the center. Right leg goes long. Hands come up to the ceiling. Bend your knees. Put your feet flat on the mat. Inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Grab the backs of your legs. Roll all the way up. If you don't need that little modification, by all means, keep your legs straight. And inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts. Grab the backs of your legs. Roll it up. Feel your spine just starting to move. And two more. Bring it all the way up. And roll it down. One more time. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And flip right over onto your hands and knees. Take your time. No need to rush. Hands are going to end up right underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. Tuck your tail. Look into your belly button. Then hold it here. Push your hips back towards your feet. You're not sitting all the way back and down, but just getting a little extra stretch in your lower back. Come through back to the middle and extend your chest, open forward. Tuck your tail. Look into your belly button. Push back, get a little extra stretch in your lower back. And come forward and extend. And tuck. And push it back. And then extend. Hold right here. Bring your right knee right in between your hands. That left leg is going to slide back. Your knee and the top of your foot stay flat on the mat. If your knee has trouble doing this, you can also do a figure four stretch, like a good old classic running stretch. What I'm aiming for is a stretch right in that right hip. Walk your hands all the way out. And I know I keep saying it, but see if you can really grab onto a nice, good exhale. Your body just can't help itself but to take a nice, refreshing inhale. Go to your happy place. A little bit of calm, a little bit of peace for whatever your day has held. I mean, sometimes road trips can be stressful. Fun stuff, crazy stuff, sometimes good food, greasy food, bad food, which makes you feel blah. However you roll. Give yourself a minute now to know you're doing something good for yourself. Walk your hands all the way in. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Left knee comes in. Let that foot slide off to the right just a little bit. That right leg slides back. Toe and knees face down. walk those hands out. Ooh, this side's tight. Holy moly. If nothing else, try not to hide from that tightness and that stretch. If you're having a hard time getting into this stretch and really sinking into it, you can always put a little pillow or a block or whatever you have underneath your left hip, and that'll keep you from having to go down quite as low if you're having a hard time accessing it. If you need a figure 4 stretch, I'll put a little link to one. And walk your hands all the way up and come all the way back. And from here, right hand is going to weave through your left hand and your left knee, twist up to the ceiling, and come all the way up, look up to the ceiling, and twist it through. And open it up. Just doing a few, because we don't want to, sometimes we don't have all day when we're on the road, or it might not be even that inspiring. You might be in a hotel room, who knows? I don't know. Maybe the kids want to go get dinner, or lunch, or breakfast. Let's switch sides. Left hand weaves through. This is going to be just a quick, easy, grab onto it, do something good, literally a snippet of time for yourself, for your body. Let's do 2 more of these. One more time. And hands comes down. I want you to keep your hips over your knees and just walk your hands all the way out. Get that extension through your upper back. If you can put your chin on the ground, go for it. Sometimes you might like your forehead there. Whatever works for you. Stretching out those shoulders. And again, breathing. Breathing, breathing, breathing as an added bonus. You get to breathe. And walk those hands in. Flip over onto your derriere. Bottoms of your feet are together. I want you to place your left hand on the mat. Come up and just stretch over the top. I'm going to walk my left hand out, come down onto my elbow. I'm aiming to keep that right hip down. Find that length all along that right side. Keep that shoulder open. It wants to hide from this by coming forward. Stay nice and lateral and open, getting the stretch right through your waist. And come all the way up, nice and tall. Let that right hand float down, left arm floats up. Let that hand walk out and press. I'm really pushing almost into my left side there, pushing my rib cage out to the side, really aiming and reaching for that length all along that left side. That shoulder is open. And reach far, sitting all the way up. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and back, up and back and back. Switch to the other direction. Come up and back and back and back. And this time, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Drop them like they're hot. And one more time, shrug them up. Drop them like they're hot. All right, hopefully your body feels a little bit better. Carry on with the adventure. If you need more, press go on number 2. We're going to be using the ball. Thanks.